But if you close your eyes,
hello awesome people, welcome back to Airport CEO. And last episode I asked you guys a question about general aviation. I'm gonna come back on that because we need to figure out a solution for that. But on the other side we had some comments and I want to dive into some of them to make sure that we address them also in the videos. And because some of them are quite important, I think. And we'll start with a comment from Volker Wedes. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Who asked me like 2 episodes ago, why don't you do more coloring? For instance, floors, but also things like coloring the benches, coloring the check-in desks, and all that type of stuff. I want to do more coloring at some point, but it's going to be a little later on in the series, once sort of the planning period is a little bit more settled, and we know what the structure is going to be like. Then we can do better things with flooring and coloring and all that type of stuff. Basically, it's gonna be a little bit later on in this episode. We did some coloring over here now, so we have the restaurants, of course, a little bit with the floors and stuff. I get that that's not exactly what you mean, but you know, we will get there at some point. And that's basically what I want to say. Also, I don't think that watching an entire episode of me just, you know, picking out colors is going to be a lot of fun for you guys to watch. But if you disagree, then leave a comment stating that you want to see such an episode. And if enough people do that, then I might do an episode on just, you know, making the airport a little bit more pretty. But otherwise it's probably going to be in my own time. I won't record it, and I will just show it in the new episode. And so that I also have the time to actually do it, and I don't have to rush it. Which is basically your thing. If you're making a video, you sort of have to rush things a little bit to keep it interesting. With some topics at least, but yeah, that's basically it. And today, what we're gonna do today, well, we're gonna try and tackle the general aviation problem over here a little bit. At least once this is finished, it should help out a little bit. I'm gonna see if that helps out enough, because there hasn't been a real solution for this in the comment section of how to make sure that this general aviation problem goes away. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to start right away with that. I want to start having another aircraft stand, another medium aircraft stand. Bam, over here. We're going to connect that up with taxiway nodes. And that's that. And now we have to talk a little bit, because we have a guy in the audience who actually has a close tie to this game. His username on YouTube is KoonV, and he told me that he wants me to come to do contract talks with the Olympus organization, which, if you guys don't know, is one of the airlines in the game over here. Whoops, that was not the right one. Olympus organization. I'm gonna pause the game so it won't just mess around. Which basically means, what he said was, he is the designer of this airline. And for people who don't know, when Airport CEO reached alpha state, at some point they had an airline design contest to have more airlines in the game. And they had, you know, people just making designs, and they had a sort of a contest. And this guy was in the top 10, and that's why his airline is in the game. His airline is Olympus organization. I told him I'm definitely going to do contract talks with you guys, and I'm going to do a little spotlight on this. So this new aircraft stand, I'm going to call it, once it's finished, I'm going to call it the KoonV Gate or whatever. By the way, if you don't like that, make sure to leave a comment. I will change it up. But what we're going to do is, we're going to go into contract talks with the Olympus organization, and I'm going to do a little spotlight. So let's check it out. What is this Olympus organization all about? This is a contract between the Olympus organization and Hipbone International Airport. The Olympus organization started out as a small electronics company in 1972, but it quickly grew when its CEO decided to invest in the aerospace sector in 1993. Now Olympus is a well-known airline, and their aircraft can be seen at almost any major airport, so we have to have them because we are going to be a major airport. Most Olympus flights are high class, though more and more tourist flights are gradually being put into service. They are also working on commercial space flight. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Though this part of the company is still in the early development phase. Please review the contract in detail before accepting. Blah, blah, blah. That's the conditions. That's not that important. Jan Voors is the key account manager. And that's the name he had. He could actually choose himself. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna sign the contract, and we're gonna see if some Olympus airplanes will land on this airport, on this Hipbone International Airport, once we have this done. Now that we have a third one over there, we need more security. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open these security lines, and we're also gonna build a queue. Of course, we need to build a queue. Otherwise, we won't have really a neat way of making sure that these people reach their flights. Let's do this and that. Whoops. Come on. Work with me, game. Thank you. Okay, so that should do it. Now we have to hire some more people in order to get that filled up. So filter by all, let's go to security. Let's do applicants, and it's 5 guys. Let's hire all 5 of them. At least that way we have the security for now, and we can hire some extra once they become available if they need some more. I'm not entirely sure how many security guys do we have. We do have. Okay, that's a big line of people over here. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do in this episode. Let's speed the game up a lot. So this thing will be finished. How many construction workers do we have, by the way? We have 50. Well, that's decent for now. We are doing this. They have to run a long way. I didn't click on anything. At least I think so. Once this is finished up, we're gonna check out if the general aviation problem is gonna go away a little bit. Hopefully it will. At least the thing I don't want is that they're blocking off this area, this small area. That's the thing. I don't want them blocking that off. And what happens now is they should, if this is not passable, so if commercial flights are pathfinding here, what they should do is go around. And that option we didn't have before. So hopefully that will work out a little bit more, because the commercial flights use these two, and general aviation is only allowed on these, if I'm correct. Yeah. So that should solve the problem a little bit, but we still have to think about another way of doing this. Maybe getting general aviation, like I said in the last episode, open to this corner and have their own runways. Maybe just buying this plot, but that will cost us 750,000 bucks, which we don't have. We aren't even close. So that will take probably me just leaving the game on running in the background for a while to generate the money, or take out a loan. That's another thing we could do. Just take out. Do we actually have loans that will allow us to do that? Loans. Yeah, we can have a big loan over here, so that would definitely be a way of doing that. Oh, our airport thing, our air stand is done. So let's go to items first. Let's do a boarding desk, and this is put this way. So what we could do is actually just basically the same over here. That's the boarding desk, and now have some seats, and that's basically over here and over here. Well, will that work? Yeah, that will work. You don't have to worry. That will work out. Okay, cool. Now we need some flooring. So structures, floors, when we use the fancy mat for it. So let's do the flooring beneath the seating area. And that should be cool. Now, this one. We can't open it yet because we don't have the boarding desk yet. But this one is going to be, let's rename it, the Tycoon V gate. So, that's going to be the Olympus gate. Let's see our flights, because we also, pause, we need to plan some guys in. So Wildcat Air, can we still plan it in? No, okay, we can't plan it, but we could plan in one over here and then leave some space for the other one. Wednesdays, we also need to put, whoops, also need to put in a flight over here and a flight somewhere in between here. It doesn't go there. Okay, well, that we will survive that. Go over here and go over here. So that's decent. Now Air Strada is the other one. Let's go back. This is a full one for them. Okay, we need to put one over here somewhere, over here somewhere, over here, and over here. Okay, so that's Air Strada done. We don't have any more contracts. Do we have some more openings somewhere? That we, yeah, Strada, but we don't have the contracts. FM Air and Strada. Okay, we have an opening over here for Tulip Airlines. So let's, okay, we have one contract, so that's pretty good. Let's put it in there. And Then more Tulip Airlines, but we don't have the contracts for that. And these two are filled up to the max, which is really good actually. So let's continue on. Another thing, well, we might want to take a look at how this works with coloring. So this is, okay, that's sort of the booth. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit more bluish. I like blue, so let's do a little bit more darker blue, maybe? Can we save this color? I think we can if we do like this, left click, apply color, save color. Yeah, so we saved it. Okay, cool. So if we now do this, we can just click here. Okay, okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of coloring today. So the check-in desks are gonna be blue. For now at least. I like blue, so. And let's actually, while we're here, let's make sure that we get some flooring done. So fancy mats are the places that, you know, are important for people to be at, I guess. So let's do this. Let's make this one more white. So that's sort of an area now where people should be, you know, they have something to do. So the check-in desk, boarding desk, stuff like that. We're gonna make fancy mats. So this type of, yeah, well, purplish blue. It's gonna be like an area where they have something to do. So like a seating area, in this instance, in an open style restaurant, check-in desks, all that type of stuff. So we're gonna try and use that for that one. This restaurant is pretty darn full. I can't even click without having people. Well, actually, it's selling pretty well. So, okay, this restaurant, we still have a contract, so that's good. This shop is doing a little, okay. This restaurant's actually selling pretty well. They might hit their target. And this, we still need some restaurants probably over here, which I'm gonna think about where to put them. Probably do an open style restaurant over here and then have a shop down here, something like that. And talking about, you know, having fancy mats for stuff where people have something to do, what we could do is make sure that we have, make sure that we have this and this as fancy mats, and then have this area as security. That should definitely work out. Let's do that over here too. So over here we will have this, and we will have, you know what, let's just do this and then this. It looks a little bit wonky with this, but you know, it's fine. Well, yeah, well, it's probably better if we just do this. That will make it a little bit better. Over here, it doesn't matter as much because they're on the sides, so that doesn't really look strange. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different terminal or gate or whatever you want to call it, because this has only the two gates on it, and these have 4. So can we finally open you up? Yeah, we can open you up. That's pretty cool. Commercial. And we're gonna set some flights in. So let's pause the game for a while. Go to Wednesday. Olympus organization. Our first 2 flights will come in. You know what? Let's start with flights on this hour. Like that. That's gonna be fine. We're gonna see our first Olympus organization flights coming in. And you know what? Maybe we should work on our coloring. Maybe we should do it. I'm gonna think about it whilst doing the rest of the episode. Let's do some more shops over here. We do have a restaurant over there with an open style. We do have a restaurant in this one. We do have 1 shop and no other shops right now. So let's start with the shop. So let's start with a shop with probably, yeah, we'll use walls. We'll still use walls. So let's wall it off over here. And then let's pause the game for a while. So let's have a nice little slide. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's have a nice little slide door over here, I guess. That's not the middle, but can we have a middle over here, or is it uneven? It actually is even, so we could have a middle. In that case, then probably this should be the middle. Did I eyeball that correctly? 90, 110. No, I didn't. Okay, so doors. You know what? Actually, it doesn't mind. This looks a little bit better. Otherwise, it's going to be very close to this seating area. So this is going to be a shop. We're going to do area, shop, and list this as a shop. And then we're gonna do structures, floors. What was the ground that we used for the... Can we please toggle zones? We used light wood or something. I don't know what's it's called in the game, but it's sort of a light wood. So floor, it was this one, fancy wood. Okay, we used fancy wood for the shops. So let's do that here too. And let's generate some stuff so we can actually get some contracts and see what we could put in there. So that's gonna be a second shop. Maybe we'll start opening over here for something. Maybe another shop. We don't need bathrooms because we have bathrooms over here, which are working out pretty nicely. Are you done? Yeah, you're done. So we need to sign a contract. Let's sell Bell Beer. Oh, we can't. Okay. Swift Vatch will do. So sign up. Sorry. Wow. Let's take a sip of my drink. Yeah. Sorry. Now, so once this is built up, let's actually check. Did we generate some contracts? Yeah, we did. So we have the 1 stars, which you could do. We can't do the 3 stars. No. So it's gonna be a 1 star. So it's gonna be quick stop or Turner. Let's just go for quick stop. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really even matter who pays the most rent because we are making money at this point. So it isn't really much of a consideration. It's just to make the airport look a bit more pretty and not that as empty as it is right now. So we need 2 shop shelves and a cashier desk. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. So what we're gonna do is items. Let's go to, where is it? Shelves, shop counters. Let's put the shop counter right here. I always need to check which way it needs to be. So it needs to be this way. And then let's just put in some. Let's just put in. Whoops. Let's just put in some big ass shelves over here. Yeah, that will work out. Doesn't really matter. And then do a plant, a nice little palm at the entrance. Here you go. And some nice little palms at the sides here. Yeah, that should do it. Just a small little shop for quick stop. And let's sign it up. And that should work out quite nicely. At least this is a little bit less empty. And people now have something to do when they're over here. So security is looking nice. The lines aren't that big, so the only thing we have to check now is it too crowded for security. No, but we do have a shortage in ramp agents, so we need to hire some. Where's security? 21 hired, 16 jobs. Yeah, so security is good. We need to go to staff and get some ramp agents. We need to hire some ramp agents. Let's just hire them all. That should fix the problem at least a little bit. Now, next up, what are we going to do? This is still working out nicely. The security line is doing fine. Maybe we should make this queue a little bit bigger though, even though it's only for employers. So it still should be a little bit bigger, I guess. Let's make a nice entrance over here. So let's use this small section, the entrance area, to get used to some coloring and see which of the colors we want to use. I really want to use the blue. Well, we might actually use the blue and the white, which we used in last season. I think that would look very cool. And the thing is, we don't really have much coloring otherwise. I mean, we could do like wooden floors, but you know, that's just brownish or light brownish. I really want to have something that stands out a little bit more. And I think that the blue and the white really stand out together, and it sort of fits. But oh man, I wish we had more colors in there to do this type of stuff. I'm gonna do the bluish again. Okay, wait. Maybe what we could do is, I'm not gonna make the floor white, and the reason for this is quite simple. If you do it light, you know, this is quite bright, and for now it's not that bad. But if this entire area is white, well, your eyes are gonna hurt looking at that for a longer time. So that's basically what we don't want. So let's make it blue for now. And maybe we could use the light concrete for like areas with doors. Maybe do like this, so it sort of has that the marking on the floor so that you enter a new area, something like that, and then have like the blue over here. Just adding it in over here for now. Let's just do it up until here, so that you guys can see actually what it will look like, and for me the same, by the way. So what will happen is we have the white markings where the doors are, so we probably should put white markings in here too at some point. Although we might leave it like it is because this is a staff room and not really in a public area. Then we have the fancy mats, so the purplish blue for these areas where they sit on. We have the darker blue for the actual pathways and everything. And then we have yeah, I think this looks okay. Maybe we'll need a little breakup line over here, like a white line. So I'm gonna do that for now. So let's say that we have a breakup line over there, which sort of shows that, hey, you know, this is a new area where you go to. Maybe that's a little bit better, and maybe that if you think about that, maybe we should have a breakup line around this too. So that sort of the white, maybe the white can surround stuff where they have resting spots or have stuff to do. So like check-in desks and seating areas, restaurants, all that type of stuff. And the blue is actually only the path. I'm just thinking out loud right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do some more flight planning if we can. We have some more flights for Estrada, so let's try to get them in. I'm definitely gonna forget this one day, and we won't have any flights coming in. So that's that. We do have some more for Flight Penguin, but we really don't need to worry about that one right now. We have Tulip Air, which we needed some more at some point. There was a point, yeah, yep, over here. So let's plan in these flights over here. Ah, come on. Well, we'll leave it open for now. Go back. So we need flights for Olympus organization, of course. So let's do like one over here and one over here. And then we need Friday Atom Air. Do we have some new for Atom Air? Yeah, we do have some new ones for Atom Air. So you could just be like over here, and you could just be like over here. That's decent. Saturday, yeah, we need some more. Is it Wildcat Air? I'm calling it Atom Air, but it's Wildcat Air. Oops. My mistake. Sorry. And then we have... I think that was it, right? Yeah, we have our Strada, but that's not... You know, we don't have any contracts for that one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you liked the sort of extra bit we did with the Olympus organization and the founder of that, actually. And a little coloring. We did the little shop, which hopefully will sell a little bit. It is selling a little bit already, so. But yeah, I want to do a little bit of coloring, and at least I want to, you know, show you guys this. What do you think about this? What should we change, or what should we do, or is this good enough? Because in that case, we might start coloring our airport a little bit more. So hopefully you guys like it, and do at least leave a comment about what you think about the braking lines. Should we use these white braking lines for these areas or for the doors, or should we just make it blue altogether? Because there's a good chance that the main color will be blue, just because the things I just said. You know, white is just too hard on the eyes for the entire airport, and the other ones are just, you know, like wood or concrete, which is not, yeah, it's not the best. It just doesn't look really nice. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment about all this stuff. And as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for watching.